Hey, what's going on? This is Cam. Today I'm going to show you how to set up individual confirmation email sends for a Stripe product purchase. So what I mean by that is that when you use Stripe on your website and someone makes a purchase, you want to send them an email every single time that a purchase is made, and this SAP allows you to do so on a checkout session completed in Stripe. So I'm going to show you how to do so in a separate Zapier Zap. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to Zapier.com, and you'll be able to set up an account. When you first set up an account, you'll be able to create Zaps of your choosing. As you can see, I already have 2. We're going to completely copy this one, as this one works perfectly. So the first thing we'll do is go to Create Zap. From here, you're going to search up Stripe, S-T-R-I-P-E. So when you have a Stripe trigger, you need to choose what triggers this Zapier automation to run. So the one that we're choosing is a checkout session completed in Stripe. Checkout session completed in Stripe. Apparently can't search it. Checkout session completed. Okay, right here. Continue. For me, I've already set up my account. I believe you could change it if you want to. You can add a new one. So whatever account you have with Stripe, just put it here. Once you do so, it'll take you to a separate page. All you have to do is log in, and then it'll be connected and super easy. You can hit continue again. You can test the trigger. This is just make sure that your account is properly set up, and it says, wow, we found a checkout. As you can see, this is just an example checkout that they have for you, just to make sure it's actually working. In here, they are all the values that go through your Stripe checkout, and we will be using one of them to determine if we have the proper one. So for me, I'm pretty sure we're going to use this description one, which I just have a donate to Cam. Continue. So once you continue, it's going to go to the next step in your Zapier automation. For this one, I am doing an action filter step. So it's a filter, only continue if the line item description includes donate to Cam, and it exactly matches this. So this is a little kind of confusing. So this is just a pretend value. It's just showing you as an example of what it could be. However, in this specific Zapier, this is a confirmation email for a Koh Samui day tour. And this Zapier automation will only get past this step 2 if the line item description says test Koh Samui day tour. If it does, it sends the email. If it does not match this exactly, then it will not, so it will stop. So we're going to go to filter by Zapier. We can search it up, filter by Zapier. So the app is the filter by Zapier, continue, filter, setup, and testing. So only continue if, and then it'll show you all the values from your Stripe checkout. So we are going to choose line items description. You can also search it up, line items description. We're going to choose continue, which we will choose exactly matches. And then whatever the name of your Stripe product is. Let's see if we can find this. Stripe. Log in here. That's not Stripe. Here's Stripe. Go to my dashboard. As you can see on Stripe, I will have multiple different payment links, payment links, and you'll have different payment link URLs. The description is the name. It's the name. So if I have a donate to Cam link, I have a Koh Samui day tour, I have a test Koh Samui day tour. We will take this name, and this is what it'll use to determine if the automation will continue. So let's say I want to make a new donate to Cam one. Text matches exactly donate to Cam. Oops, Cam. And you can add other filters if needed, but for this one, we're just going to make it that. So whenever you have a checkout session that is completed in Stripe, it'll check. It literally will look at every single checkout session that you have It'll then check the description name, and if the description, line item description matches exactly whatever you put it to be, it will then continue this automation. So the next one is send outbound email in email by Zapier. So we're going to email by Zapier, Zapier, the event, send outbound email, continue. So next one's going to be to who we're going to send the email from, and then we're going to be using the values from the past steps. So when a checkout session is completed, that user will fill in information on your form, right? Let's see if we can go to one of these links here and we can kind of see, for example. So here's a Stripe checkout link that I have. The person puts in their email, right? So this email field is then caught in Zapier in your first step one, checkout session completed in Stripe, and then you have customer details email, bam. Right now it says no data just because this is a pretend. This no data field this here is kind of just like a filler of an example of what it could be. Since this is completely new and blank, there's no example so far. You can then say, okay, what do I want the subject to email me? Email confirmation. Oops. Body, here is your email. You can add an attachment, or if you want, like you're adding like a link or something, you can put it in the body of the email. This is good if you want to put specific links for specific product purchases. So on the donate to Cam one, you put a donation link, you put it here. Attachment, who you're sending it from. So I'm sending it from CamCreatd, for example. Reply to CC. You can fill these items in, but I don't think you need to. For my confirmation email, I have the customer details email. So here's an actual example one, my email. Thank you for your purchase is my subject. Hey there, here's your link to the Google map, and then has my unique entry, CamCreatd, and I didn't touch these other two. Titled, continue, and then there'll be a test action. This here you can actually test to make sure it works. You can skip it if you want to, doesn't really matter. If you test it, you believe it'll give you your issues. Failed to send required field 2. 2 is missing. All right, cool. So now we know that the 2 field is missing. Oh, it's because there's no data. There's nothing there. So in this case, I'm actually just going to skip this. Skip test, and then hit publish. Once you hit publish, it'll start, and now it is actually running. So this one's untitled and just an example, but it should work perfectly fine that whenever someone makes a Stripe checkout, and if that line item is donate to Cam, they'll get this email. The only problem with this method of sending these emails is that you only get so many tasks from Zapier. So every single time when these automation runs, it counts as one task. The problem with this is that whenever someone submits a payment, all 3 of these apps will run, and in each one it'll check that description and only the one that is correct. So let's say I fill out my donate to Cam link. I send money through this. It's like here, oh, I want to donate $100, and I fill out the email, whatever. And then once I hit donate, Zapier sees that each one of these apps sees that sent money, and then checks in each one of these apps if it reaches that filter criteria, this filter. Since it is the donate to Cam link, only the donate to Cam email confirmation will run. In this case, both my confirmation email and my untitled one, this is the pretend one we just made, will run because it'll pass the filter. So in this case right now, I would receive 2 emails. The problem with this is that it's going to start using up your tasks pretty quick, because every single time someone submits one payment, 3 tasks will run, right? If I add a new one, and if I have to create in each one a Zap for each product that I have, so let's say I have 4 products, I have to create 4 Zaps. If someone buys one, all 4 of my Zaps will run, which isn't an issue, and you can upgrade to have unlimited Zaps, but you can only have so many tasks that run in a certain amount of time frame. So it's just something to think about down the road, but if you're just getting started, this should work perfectly. If you have any questions or issues, let me know, and I'd be happy to help. Thanks.